Kimaru here. For today's video, I'll show you guys guides on how I design magical girls. This could also be helpful for non-magical girl character designing. Let's start now. For my first advice, you have to know your character first. I usually make my magical girl designs reflect their personality or their character. And when choosing a design element, I make sure it also fits the character very well. Like for example, your character could be fierce and they're intimidating, and their magic element is water. You could try giving them a stormwater hair to reflect their fierce and intimidating personality. Another one, if your character is an extroverted, social butterfly and a cheerful character, you might as well try and give them space buns. Space buns could also fit a shy character. As for their clothing accessories, I also try and make sure it fits the character. Take also an example of the character in the speed paint. She has a huge cape that covers her. This reflects how she hides her true self as she has a hard time expressing herself. As for goofy or silly characters, you could also try giving them poofy skirts. You can also try and give them a really cute huge boots with a bow. Character design elements can also be the character's signature look. It also helps with their silhouette. If you need more ideas with character design, you could also try watching Chorolin's videos. For the previous guide, I used an example that their magical form designs reflect their personalities. I also gave examples which design elements or accessories would reflect a character. As for this one, I will give you guys example what their magical form could represent. Their magical form could reflect who they really are. You could also base the character off an animal, insects, sea animals, flowers, plants, and more. And you could base their designs with those examples I've provided. Like an example for flowers, your magical girl group can be based off flowers, since flowers also has lots of meanings, etymology, or symbolisms. Your character and their magical girl form design can be based on that flower. You can do this as well for the rest of the group since they are flower-themed. Like for an example, you have a character who has love powers. And since roses could represent and symbolize love, you could give them roses in their design, or you base their design off a rose. Another example for insects would be Shinobu from Demon Slayer. Shinobu is based on a monarch butterfly. Monarch butterflies are poisonous. During their larval stage, they eat poisonous milkweed. The poison is then stored in their body. The poison makes the butterfly foul-tasting, and it will cause the predator to vomit. Once these butterflies are consumed, just the same how Shinobu has been storing poison in her body. And when she fought against Duma, Duma ended up consuming her. After Duma fully consumed Shinobu, a few moments later Duma started feeling the poison. And lastly, if your magical girl group is based on elementals, you can make their designs reflect the elemental power they have. You can do it however you like. This will test your creativity. My third advice would be, imagination is very important when it comes to designing. For me, as long as I know their character, it'll be easy. You first need to generate an image on your head on how they could look like. And after you generate an image on your head, you can go to Pinterest and browse inspirations. You could even make a board on Pinterest. Then after that, you can finally start off with a sketch or character design concepts with the inspiration you found on Pinterest. Here are some examples. That's pretty much my guide and techniques. I usually start with a sketch first. Then I'll draw the character 2 to 3 times more till then the last one will be the finalized version. There could be some changes and that's okay. As you can see here, I made her a Lilton to make the colors pop up. That's pretty much my guide and I hope it helped. There's also a bunch of guides there in TikTok, YouTube, and more.
You got me jumping like